What's up, everybody? We are back here on another 7-day Great One grind. This time, it's time for the Moose. It is officially 2:02 p.m. on October 10th of 2025. We are starting the 7-day grind. How's it going, chat? What y'all doing? How y'all doing? Also, is it just me or did it not say who did the membership? It says member for 1 month, but it doesn't show me who it was. What the heck, man? It's not showing me who did that one. Oh, there we go. I refreshed it. Now it worked. Tragic, thank you for the 30 months. And Jackson, thank you for the 39 months. Holy. Let's go, guys. Welcome back. Let's get to it. Let's shoost the moose. Let's shoost the moose. Oh, I still have my setting up stuff. Did I put my tent over there? Okay, yeah. I'm set up fully. Good. There we go. And it still hasn't switched my loadout. There we go. Now it switched to my loadout 20 years later. So where did we used to start? I think we started here, right? I believe this is where we started. Yeah, because we always ended on this one, I think. Yeah. It's got to be this one right here. What's up, Anna? How's it going? Hey, Fortnite duo. What's up, Levi? Hey, Chris. It's going good, that blue pen. Hopefully yours is going good, too. No moosies over there. So, when does their time end? Oh, 16. That explains it, then. Bladewire, thank you for the 2 months as a member. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing great. Let's see. We got 2 right there. Ah, man. We got one of them, chat. I don't think we got 2, though. I mean, we definitely hit the second one, but I don't think he's going to die. Are you started a Great One grind? This is a grind that I've had going for a long time. I just didn't have my tents on it because I was hunting for, what's it called? Whitetail deer, mainly. On this map. There we go, 252. Uh-oh. My mouse isn't using the hotkeys. Dang it, Razor. What the heck, man? Let me make sure it's got the right profile loaded. No, it doesn't, of course. There we go. Now my hotkey for flaming should work. There we go. Now it's working. Can you pull out the tripod? I saw the feeder icon. Yeah, that's a glitch that's been happening. If you guys remember right, that's when it originally got leaked, was you do that sometimes. Like, it would sometimes pop up briefly. And that's why people thought that feeders were coming in the first place. But obviously, I didn't want to cover it until we knew for sure, because it could just be leftover assets. But now we know for sure. It's an interesting little glitch, though. Seems to be pretty random. Can you equip a tent from one map and put it on another map? As long as you don't have more than 16 on your map, you can grab one from another and bring it over, yeah. I'm not even going to try and claim that guy. We barely hit him, man. What's diamond? 274 or something? Like, I think it's like 274.99 or something like that. I got to remember to use the 375. We really haven't used that weapon for moose because I didn't really grind moose after it was released. Yeah, I've been feeling great, Lil 999. I almost said your name was Lil 99, but it's Lil 999. And yeah, I'm fine. Be back in like 15 minutes? All right, Dylan. No worries, dude. Okay. There's the other female. Just wanted to make sure we didn't have, like, only one moose here, because that would have been pretty bad. If we only had one female. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, we are 226 kills into this moose grind because we had already killed, like, what was it, 223 before we took our tents down and set up for whitetail. So this grind was already in progress. No, don't float. There we go. We got him. I gotta get back in the groove for moose, man. Been so long. No, I haven't, Anton. Haven't played it. Are you going to do any new collabs? Probably at some point. Probably whenever the update releases. Which I believe, what did the trailer say? Like the 21st or something? Whenever the new update comes out, I will probably do a collab with somebody. No clue who yet, though. What's up, Kenneth? You're excited for the feeders? Me too, Makeshift. They should be a lot of fun. Really curious to see how they work. I mean, they gave us some information, as you guys saw in yesterday's video, but there's still a lot that we don't know. Like I said, guys, I don't know who I'd end up collabing with, because obviously it comes down to who's able to do collabs as well. I'm not going to make any promises until I know for sure, obviously. There we go. There's that little baby level 1 that we have here. Our little pet 1. Remember, this was always like my favorite lake to hunt them at, because we just got so many nice zones close together on this lake. Jeez, dude. 375 kind of incredible for them. Thunder, thank you for the 27 months as a member. Much appreciated, man. Hope you're doing amazing. You know what the price for the DLC is going to be? No, they haven't revealed that yet. We have no clue. What gun are you using? The 375. FFL, thank you for the 3 months, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing great. Yo, what's up, Jets? Are you getting early access? I would assume so. We haven't had any, like, confirmation of an early access time yet. But I would imagine that we will. One of the questions in the Q&A the devs did was about if there would be early access. And I believe they said that there would be early access for this. We just don't know when. Deadeye, thank you for the 3 months, dude. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Hope you're doing awesome. Yo, what's up, Psycho? Hey, no need to apologize, man. It's just good to see you. You use the 300 mag for moose? I used to, but the reason I use the 375 is because it's the only rifle that can fit a scope and also get double lung types of penetration. Like, it is the only rifle that can penetrate to both lungs on a moose. Because for some reason, moose are just absurdly tough. So yeah, that's why I'm using the 375. The 300 Magnum cannot double lung, no matter how close you are. It's a pretty insane rifle for the moosies. Sure, it's nice to have like the fast fire rate of the 300, but it can't double lung a moose, so. Yo, what's up, Aiden? The 300 can? No, it can't. It can't. That was like the whole reason that people were so excited to get a 375 for moose grinding. Was because it's the only rifle that's able to do it. Can't do it with a 300 mag. It can only get single lung or obviously heart shots. Oh, really, Makeshift? Well, I'm glad I can make it entertaining for you. That's why I double lunged a moose from like 25 meters with the 300. I mean, oh, that was a diamond. What the heck? That was a diamond. Random diamond. Our first diamond of the 7-day grind. Let's go. We got this guy right here at 2:12 p.m. on October 10th of 2025. Not even 15 minutes into the stream. Let's go. Diamond level 4. That's pretty freaking sick. That is awesome, chat. Holy smokes. Let's add that to the diamond counter. Boom. That's pretty sick right there. Now we only got 2 more lakes to go to, or 2 more zones. They should make the Hunter crossplay. They touched on that in the QA as well. They said that there's no, like, they don't know, like, if and when that's going to happen, essentially. Like, they have no news about that, sadly. Is this Layton? It is. Layton Lakes. You are puny, sir. But I have to kill you because you're one of my shooters. Anyway, I was going to respond to a question. Oh, also, ZZ Sleepy, thank you for the membership, dude. Appreciate it. Anton, thank you for the membership also. Welcome. Hope you're doing great. But I was going to respond to one of the messages, and then that diamond popped up. Even if you did double lung a moose with a 300 from 25 meters, Aiden, 25 meters is obviously not a realistic distance to get close to a moose every time. Even if it could double lung them at sub 50 meters, it still would be kind of useless for a grind, you know? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's from 25 meters. Whereas the 375 can double lung them clear up to, I believe, 200. It's either 180 or 200. I know it's a pretty good distance that it can do it from. Where's the blood? Got it right there. Yeah, it's the blood. There it is. Oh, and that's the moose. I double lunged a yak with a 375 from 263 meters once. Yeah, it's a crazy rifle. It's really good. So glad they're fixing the issue when the sound falls when you get out of the bushes. Been bothering me for so long. Yeah, that is a pretty key fix. That is a pretty key fix there. Because I know that is a bug that's been pretty annoying for a lot of people. I don't really notice it too much. Because I don't spend a lot of time like hiding in bushes when I play Call of the Wild. But I could definitely see that if you spend a lot of time like stalking in bushes, that would definitely get annoying. What was your shortest mule deer grind? Oh gosh, I can't even remember. It was sub 100, I know that. It was a very short grind. Look at this dude right here. Dude, we still got it. We still got it with the heart shots. Love to see it. Yo, what's up, Ruth? How you doing? As you should, great one. Your school must be doing something right. I think everybody should get detention for saying 6'7". It's one of the stupidest memes I've ever seen. That is like W teachers, dude. W teachers there. Excuse me. No, if you chant 6-7 in my chat, I will ban you. No joking. It is the most annoying meme known to man. Probably not, Jax. I'll be honest. I didn't have fun with the great one before level 60 on Rev. It was just not great. All right, well, somebody's getting banned. I ain't messing around. I told you guys that meme is stupid. And I don't want it in my chat. Ooh, no respawns. That could be a bit of a problem. That could be a bit of a problem. We might need to change up our strategy a little bit. If this isn't, like, giving them enough time to respawn, that's not good. No, I'm not on Twitch today, Sleepy Wolf. Just on YouTube. Nothing here. Yeah, I'm wondering if we blazed through that run too quickly. If that's the case, we might have to remove a claiming tent from one of our other zones. Nothing there. For real, Aiden. Yeah, it's dumb, Hendy. It's just dumb. Oh, hey, that's a male. That's good. So maybe it wasn't that we went too fast. Maybe we just didn't get respawns at those lakes. Maybe that's all it was. If that's the case, that's fine. You watch F1? No, I don't. The only motorsport I really watch is Monster Jam. Yo, what's up, Ali? How's it going? Just wondering because I don't think I'm following you over on Twitch yet, but I was going to. Well, I believe I've got the link in all of the descriptions of my videos and streams. I think I do. If not, we can do the command. I know, right, Ruth? It's just like, what the heck? Also, Hollow Crow, you exist? What? Hi. How you doing? Smoke. What are your thoughts on the Red Deer? I think it's awesome that they're getting a rework. Like, that is pretty huge. I'm really happy that they kind of like teased that in the trailer and just didn't say anything about it until the Q&A. Really awesome. I mean, Red Deer, they're one of the oldest animals in the game. They definitely needed a rework. Super cool to see, man. What's your favorite handgun? Ooh, probably. Oh, he thick. Oh, he's guaranteed. Guaranteed diamond moosh. Let's go. What was I trying to answer? Yes, favorite handgun. I would say it's got to be either the single shot 243 or what else, man? The Glock. Oh, the Glock. Yeah, the Glock's amazing. So it's either the single shot 243 or the Glock. Because the Glock is like one of the most fun weapons in the entire game. Whereas the 243 is probably one of the most useful because of the amount of weight that it has. It's like very low weight and it allows you to shoot like the lower class animals. Stop moving. Yeah, Hollow Crow. True. Great One Gopher sounds kind of fire. Not gonna lie. Although, Raymond Seagull would make sense too, because we already got like those like little seagull birds that fly around. Smoked. Absolutely destroyed that diamond right there. That's pretty cool. That thing was guaranteed as well, which is awesome. It's a big male. You really want a great one, bighorn? Ooh, that would be pretty sick. That would actually be awesome. Yo, what's up, HTSKA? I have no idea how to pronounce that. Hutska? Something like that. 282. Look at him. That's a beauty right there, man. That is a beauty. Love to see it, bro. Love to see it. Are you starting in the middle of a grind or is it brand new? It's in the middle of a grind. We were about 223 kills into this grind when we took the tents down and reset them up for whitetail. We have got a lot of great ones on Layton. I think it's like minimum 7 great one moose off of Layton. So we're already herd managed and stuff and midway in this grind. But we're getting back to it for this 7-day grind right here. We got this guy right here at 2:23 p.m. on October 10th of 2025. This is our second diamond of the 7-day grind. And our second diamond in a very short time. As always, you guys know the drill. We're not going to tax it because we already have a bunch of diamond moose. Vebek, thank you so much for the super sticker. Appreciate it. Hopefully I said your name right. But thank you. Thank you. Another 5? What the heck is going on, bro? Also, that's a solo 3. I think I was leaving it because it's kind of on the lower end. Dude, another freaking 5. Oh. Stop shaking. Was that not vitals somehow? How was that not vitals? I don't want to take a shot while it's running because these moose just bounce like crazy, man. Oh, did I miss that? Did it dart off as I... It darted off as I shot there. That's insane timing, bro. Oh my gosh. What was that timing? I'll be honest, I don't even think it's going to die. We'll just keep an eye on it. If it does die before we're done with the run, then we'll go look for it. I don't think it's going to die from that, though. That's insane, man. Can you believe that, chat? It sped up the second I shot. That is a lucky little moose. A lucky little ducky moose. Turkey's over there. No male moose here, though. That one still has not died. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna die. I think we might be saved. 2 in a row is crazy. I mean, we are herd managed. It's not too crazy. What's the worst combo in your opinion for moose? Oh gosh, probably Ashen quad paddle. Yeah, I'd say Ashen quad paddle. Sorry, buddy. I'm not letting you get away. That one still has not died. Yeah, I think we're good. I don't think it's going to die from that. What's up, Deer Slayer? What's up, Larry C? What is the typical number of kills in moose before a great one spawns? For me, it's been kind of back and forth. On this Layton grind, you know, with heavy HM, it's been pretty consistently under 1,000. But I've also had a few grinds that were greatly over 1,000. So I don't know. I would say the average for moose is 1,500 or less across the board. But as with any grind, you always see some outliers being way higher or way lower. Bro just said the worst combo, now he's going to spawn it. You know what's actually kind of crazy? I have not spawned a quad paddle since back when they could have common furs. Like the last time I killed a quad paddle was like the first month of the Great One Moose existing. I'm probably jinxing myself by saying that. There he is. Was just thinking that it's crazy. I think the quad paddle is kind of rare, not gonna lie. Yeah, it doesn't seem to spawn as much as the other ones. I do feel like it is a little bit more rare. It seems like with pretty much every Great One, there's always one or two racks that you just don't see super often. Larry, thank you for the 40 months as a member. Holy. Insane. Love to see it. That is crazy, dude. That's a long time to be a member. I got a Great One Moose after 450 kills. Is that rare? I think a lot of mine have been around that kill count as well. Are you herd managed or not? I would say if you're not herd managing, that's definitely a bit more rare. Not impossible, though. That is the beauty of Great One grinds. There is a lot of, like, randomness involved with them. Even with HM. What's my favorite combo on the fallow? It's the Mocha Blade Rack. Mocha Blade Rack is so beautiful. For sure, Hollow, for sure. That's basically my bear grind, my first bear grind. Oh, nice, Bach. That's awesome. Congrats, dude. Was working on it and then it appeared. Nice. That's awesome. That's what you love to see. It's always nice when you get a Great One while trying to manage the map. It's like, oh, I didn't expect to get you till later. Let's go. Is Medved or Leighton easier for a moose grind? I would definitely say Leighton because the moose only inhabit half of the map. No other map is like that. You can only find the moose on the left half, and there's a much lower population of moose than any other map, which makes it much easier to find all your zones, makes it much easier to manage down the map if you decide to herd manage. It's just overall a really awesome moose map. No mail? I'm going to reset again. He might be hiding. Always got to be sure. How about them Giants, Crow? Dude, Scataboo is the man. The Scat Man is the man. Wait. Did we have a mail? Dude, it has been so long since we did this grind. I can't remember if I was leaving a 2 in this zone, or is this a respawn from last run? I'm going to leave it for now, and if another spawns in that zone, then I know that I was right about leaving one in here. I just can't remember at this current moment. If the Jets don't win, I'ma cry. Who are the Jets going against this next week? Because I have not checked up on what the Jets have as their next matchup. Love from South Africa, Crow. What's up, dude? Welcome to the stream. Oh, hey. We got 2 here. Nice. Oh my gosh, he's levitating. He's cursed. Let's kill him. He's cursed. He's cursed. Oh my lord. Jets have the Broncos? Oh, Lord. Ah, Lord have mercy on your soul. I feel for any Jets fan that has to watch that game. How about them Chiefs? Dude, it is glorious seeing them get beat. I like the Jags, too. They're not my #1 favorite team, but I'd say they're a top 5 team for me. So it was nice to see the Jags actually doing something. For once. Super rare Mellow Moose popping soon. Hopefully. That would be an amazing super rare. Even worse having season tickets. Oh, Lord. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Ooh. Hey, don't worry, though. I've been in the same shoes. Last year's Patriots were not good. They were quite sad. This year, they look a lot better. Beating the Bills was definitely a glorious thing to see. There we go. Okay, let's see. Is this guy still here? Or did he die and we just didn't realize it? I don't think he died, though. You watch UFC? I don't currently, but I used to. My dad used to watch it a lot, so anytime he'd have it on, I'd watch it with him. But I haven't watched it in many, many years. Last time I watched UFC was around the time Chuck Liddell retired. The legend, man. The legend himself. There we go. We got him down this time. Did you pick up all your kills? I try to. I try to pick up as many as I can. Because the devs have hinted towards the fact in the past that you can't get a great one off of an animal you don't claim. So the more you're just leaving on the ground, you know, less chances of a great one showing up. So I view any animal that you don't pick up as like one more that can't spawn a great one, you know? Because only the ones you claim can spawn a great one. You watch any basketball? Not really, no. It's pretty much just football for me. Back here. 270. Ew, it's a troll. It's a troll. Disgusting troll. What's up, Kayla? How's it going? You know, I'm a Vikings fan every year praying for a functional offense. Oh, dude, that offensive line's been rough to watch, Ollie. Yikes, man. Their O-line, it's like they want their QBs to get hurt. It's like they just want their quarterbacks to get sacked every play with that O-line. It's like the O-line isn't great, plus they got injuries, so yikes. Fun times. Project Hunt, thank you for the super chat, dude. Hey, Crow, you excited about the upcoming feeders? Yes, I'm super excited. I cannot wait to see what new types of like opportunities it provides for both grinding and casual and realistic hunts. Like, oh my gosh, it's going to be fun. I am so excited to see what those feeders can provide for us. Calling a super rare this 7-day grind. I hope so, Aiden. That would be incredible if we could get one. If we get a super rare moose, I really hope it's either an albino or a piebald, because I already have a mellow one. When are they coming out? The 21st. So in 11 days. Wow, no moose at the last zone. That is just unbelievable. So mean. They are so mean. First zone of the mule deer grind, I shoot it too. Oh no. Well, luckily with the mule deer, it seems pretty easy to get twos to show up again, so you should be fine. Hope the feeder performs better than the collar. I think it will. Gosh, was there, I can't remember, was there a question that like talked about the attraction range of it? I think there was, right? Does anybody remember what that was? Because there were so many questions and answers from that Q&A. Trying to remember if, ooh. Okay. Little dual moosey zone. Oh gosh. Dude, moose might be the most annoying animal to try and hit on the run. It's crazy. 400 meters? Okay, yeah, that's a crazy good attraction range. So yeah, I would say they're definitely going to be better at attracting animals than the collars. Like the electronic collar is more for like attracting animals once you already like see them. It kind of seems like the feeders are going to be more for attracting animals, you know, from a longer range, not just ones that you have right in front of you. That's kind of what it seems like it's shaping up to be, which is awesome. Super excited, man. Can you feed ducks and geese with them or not? We have no clue, like, the exact species that will be attracted to it. All we know is it's 3 different feeders, and they're each going to be, like, a bit different and do different things. Thinking of getting Schedule 1 on my computer. Oh, it's a fun game, man. It is so fun. And the developer for it keeps adding new stuff to it, so definitely a good pickup if you enjoy those types of games. All those turkeys. Oh, what's up, Spear? How's it going? Double mesosis. Oh yeah, we double murderized the double mesosis there. We're just inventing new words left and right. How to get those cool colored tents? You can skin them just like you can any of your weapons. You can skin the tents, you can skin your weapons, you can skin your binoculars. Just go to your loadout, hover over it, and press the button that it tells you to. Come on, buddy. Face me. I just remembered. This zone occasionally gets a shootable male. Not right now, though. We gotta remember that. Because that was something that was happening before we moved our setup to whitetail. Okay, that's good enough. Should be double lung. Tin Can, thank you for the super chat, dude. I'm trying to get my first Great One whitetail. Well, I do have a guide on the channel if you want to check that out. That might help you with setup and stuff like that. I'd recommend Layton Lakes as the map for that. It's really awesome for whitetail deer. I've heard Ski Ridge is pretty solid though too. And a lot of people do like Revontuli. I personally am not a fan of Revontuli whitetail, but it is another option that a lot of people seem to enjoy. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it, man. What time will you stream again, Crow? I'm not sure. I don't really have a set schedule right now. It's kind of just like whenever I feel like streaming. I've been like super busy working on different video projects, so I haven't really spent much time streaming recently. But obviously with the update coming, I will get back to doing more consistent streams. Okay, I think this guy is definitely one that we were shooting. I think it's the respawn from that last one. Welcome back, Reef. Wish there was more female mallard duck mounts. I have so many female Mela ducks I want to use. Oh, same. I have quite a few of them as well that are just kind of sitting in the trophy manager. Just chilling there. There we go. You know, the more I think about it, even if that was a 2 that we were stacking, it might benefit us with getting respawns back more reliably. Because that's, you know, 1 more that we would have to kill each rotation. Jeez! That's a thick 4 right there. None of them are over here, though, so we're going to shoot this guy and then go do a time reset. Absolutely smoked! What's it like to be a streamer? Fun and stressful. That's the short way of putting it. Very fun, but very stressful. Because, I mean, it's my dream job, but I did not think that it would be as stressful as it is. It is a very fun job, and it's definitely easier than, you know, the majority of jobs out there, but it is very mentally taxing. That's the best way to put it. It is a dream job, but you will be stressed out a lot. How many hours do you have in the Hunter Call of the Wild? I've got over 8,000 hours on just this account alone, plus probably close to 1,000 hours combined on all my different like challenge accounts and like accounts that I've used for different series, like the Great One Before Level 60 series, the like the no DLC playthrough I used to do, stuff like that. So it's close to 9K combined across all of them. But, you know, something to take into account is that I have been doing Call of the Wild content full-time for over 5 years at this point. So that's where a lot of my hours come from. I definitely would not be putting that much time into Call of the Wild or gaming in general if I was working a different job. How much longer are you streaming for? At least another hour. I want to get minimum a good 2 hours in today. Probably more, because, I mean, time's kind of flying by. I'm having a lot of fun. Where's the wheel challenge? I haven't done one in a little bit. I need to. I need to get back to that series. I've just been working on other projects recently, like more like larger projects, you know? 7-day grinds. Obviously reporting on all the information about the new stuff coming to Call of the Wild. And I was working on that like seven realistic hunts on 7 different maps video that I have decided to push back until the feeders update, because I kind of want to use the feeders at the last 2 locations I haven't recorded yet. So I've just really been focusing on a lot of other types of videos than the wheel ones, but I do want to get back to wheel videos. Do you do every Great One Before Level 60 on the same account? Yes, I do, Poison Tank. It's all on my Epic Games edition of Call of the Wild. Where the heck, bro? What has happened to my respawn here? We shot him on the first run and he has not returned. Unbelievable. You think there's going to be a Rogue Great One soon? I wouldn't be opposed to that. I don't know. I don't know, though. I don't know if we're going to get a rogue great one anytime like super soon. It'd be cool though. I think the next great one's going to be a predator, like a coyote or a fox or a wolf or a tiger or something like that, because of the fact they use the word skulking in the Q&A. And apparently skulking is like sneaking up on something with like bad intentions. Like what a tiger would do. It's gonna skulk, stalking you, and eventually killing you. Which would fit like the term skulking perfectly. There's a few different animals that do that in Call of the Wild. Like the pumas, mountain lions, you know? They stalk stuff in Call of the Wild. So do the tigers, so do the lions, so do the wolves, so do well, I guess coyotes don't in the game, but they do in real life. Same with foxes. So it still could fit for them, I think. I think it's going to be some type of predatory animal that stalks its prey. So I don't think a bear would really fit in there, because they don't really stalk their prey. Like, they'll attack, but I don't think they really stalk their prey. Black bear definitely don't. Unless you're counting like fish. But you don't really need to stalk a fish. Ooh, yes, snow leopards have a chasing mechanic. Could be a snow leopard. Definitely could be. Man. I am very, very excited to see what we're going to get, man. I cannot wait to see what the next great one is. Also, I just realized something. I think we used to start here, and then we'd go here. And I think I did that because I kept spooking the moose off. Yeah, that is what we did. Because this one I have a... I don't have a claiming tent here, so we would spawn at this one and wouldn't spook anything when fast traveling away. So we're technically going to be starting here, I think. If we want to be the most efficient. Oh yeah, I don't think it's going to be snow leopard. But it is a possibility, you know. It's not out of the question. Tin Can, thank you for the super chat. What do I do first when hunting for whitetail? I mean, everybody goes about it differently. I would say the first thing you want to do is try and find some zones for them. Find some drink zones. Then when you find drink zones, start hunting some of the bucks in there. That's why I was saying I recommend checking out my whitetail guide, because it's going to give you like step-by-step instructions on like how I go about it and how I got my grind to be as good as it is. Thank you so much for the super chats once again, Tin Can. You have a tar grind video? I don't know. I do not have a tar like guide, because of the fact that I set up my tar grind back when you could place a tent on top of a zone and then fast travel to it and the animals wouldn't spook. And then they changed that. They changed that to where they would spook. And so I have not set up a tar grind in the current state of how they react. And so I don't feel like it would be good to make a video if I don't exactly know how to set up on the current, like the current tar. Because I set up my grind back when they didn't spook from a tent. I wouldn't recommend ever using any mod HQ, because not only is it very frowned upon by the majority of the community, but it can damage your save file. Because the game doesn't support modding. It's not supported by the developers or the game. So people essentially are like forcing it in there, right? They're forcing changes that are not intentional, and it can break a lot of things in the game. And so I personally would not recommend it because you risk losing your save file. And it's just generally frowned upon by most of the community. Personally, I hope one day they open up like actual real modding capabilities like built into Steam through the Steam Workshop. Something that's like officially supported by the developers. And then just like make it so it would have like a signifier of when something is modded, you know? I think that would be kind of good. Because then people could play the way they want. And there would still be a way to tell the difference between real stuff and like modded stuff. I think that would be like the ideal circumstance. A lot of people have talked about this in the community for years. I do think it would honestly be pretty huge for the game. We gotta shoot that guy. I'm gonna leave him, but I don't want solo 4s. No. This is definitely a respawn from the solo 4 we shot last time we were moose hunting. Thank you, Tin Can. I appreciate that. Like Farming Sim Mod Hub. Exactly. Like there's a lot of games that support it, and those games end up living on long past like their main development cycle, right? Like Ark Survival Evolved survives off of the workshop. Like that game literally survives off of the community servers, like the modded community servers and stuff. So if they ever like officially supported it, I think it would be very huge for the popularity of the game. And it would allow the community to like go crazy with their creativity, designing like dream things. Like then, you know, the community could put in elephants and stuff if they ever opened up a actual like supported workshop mods and stuff. It'd be kind of crazy. Maybe one of these days. Although from the sound of it, it doesn't seem like EW plans on ever-ending development for Call of the Wild based on the Q&A they did. So who knows? Maybe the game will be able to survive long-term off of just the updates, because that's what it's done so far for like, what, 7-8 years? Who knows, man? All I know is it's a good time to be a Call of the Wild fan. That Q&A revealed a lot, and it seems like we're going to be getting some juicy content. Let's find this little feller here. Where did he head off to? Yeah, HT. I've definitely known a few people that have come to me and been like, oh gosh, my game's broken and it's doing this. And I'm like, that sounds like a crazy bug. And then I ask them, like, have you ever modded your game? And they're like, yeah, but it was a long time ago. And I'm like, oh, well, that's probably why you're getting like a bug that nobody else ever has gotten. Why you gotta steer clear of those, man? You know, any ways for me to get back into Call of the Wild? Yeah, do some stuff that you haven't done before. Try some new things. Sometimes all you need is a little switch up. Sometimes all you need to do is switch up your gameplay. Do something that you normally wouldn't do. And sometimes that'll get that spark back for you. Another thing that I have always recommended to people, if you are getting bored of Call of the Wild or really any game that you love, if you start to get bored of it, try live streaming. Try live streaming the game or making videos on it. Trust me, it will spark a new love for the game that you never had before. Because it is so much more like exciting to play a game when you've got a community to share it with, even if it's just a community of like 5-10 people. Back when I started doing streaming, That's all I needed for me to be like super excited to go live the next day, you know? Just having a few people to chat with. It was a big part of why I was able to continue going on and playing Call of the Wild every single day and eventually turning it into what it is now. What's up, Ethan? Hey, Drew, how's it going? I mean, I would recommend looking it up. If you're wanting to get into streaming, but you don't know how to stream, I would look it up online because there's a lot of guides on how to set up OBS properly and, you know, how to go live on YouTube and stuff. There's a lot of informational videos online about it. I don't know, Sertle. I don't know. Anything's possible. To be honest, I don't think they've said anything about what the next map's going to be, or even like hinted to anything, you know? Definitely going to be interesting to see what they go with. Yeah, let's please not talk about, like, actually modding in the chat, HQ. We try not to, like, promote any of the stuff that does it, like any of the software or anything. All right, there's our last zone right there. What's your favorite out of the Modern Rifles DLC? Oh, definitely the 308. The 308's incredible. Oh, yeah, Larry, those were fun. Brober's just been so busy recently. You know, he's got a kid now. He's doing dad stuff. He's working a full-time job outside of YouTube. So, like, he hasn't really been able to do any YouTube or any, like, join in for videos or anything. And obviously, my wife's always taking care of our daughter. So she doesn't get too much time to, like, join for videos. But you never know. Maybe at some point we'll find some time to get everybody together for one of those again. I could maybe do a multiplayer video with my wife, Nate, and Caitlin. I could maybe get all of them together for a video. Maybe Ender. But yeah, Brober, he just doesn't really have time to game much nowadays. We'll find time here and there, but not nearly as much as he had before. It's fine, HQ. Just wanted to let you know. Oh, probably, Matt. Probably. She's already super interested in all the games I play. What happened to CJO? Ah, he's just been busy with life, man. That's really all. He's just been busy with life. You know, he had another kid. He's still got his, like, main job as well. He was kind of already leaning towards wanting to spend more time with his family than doing YouTube, though. Because, like, it's different for him. CJO, he works a full-time job that takes up the majority of his time. He's got 2 kids, and then YouTube was a side thing for him. Like, it was just, he was doing it because he enjoyed it. But the longer that he was doing it, the more he realized that he just wanted to spend more time with his family and, you know, spend time with his kids before they get too old and the time's gone, you know? You only get to raise your kid once, you know? And you don't want to spend your whole time doing other stuff and miss all those little moments when they're growing up. No, I don't, Larry. I don't play with people that stab me in the back. I've talked about it I've talked about everything on stream in relation to that a while back when the Pheasant Great one came out. But yeah, he pretty much cut off anybody that liked HM or anybody that sided with me on the situation. I don't think anybody that he used to be friends with I don't think he even has interests in talking with them anymore. How to kill a YouTube channel instantly 101. Oh, no worries, Larry. But yeah, it happened quite a while ago. It's been years at this point. Do you not have a tent limit on the map? The limit is 16. 16. Which is exactly what I'm using. 16 tents. Yeah, there's a lot of people that used to HT. But yeah, I mean, when you treat your community like they're just a bunch of numbers and like ban them for talking about herd management and stuff, like you expect your channel to thrive? Nope. You can't just cut off everybody that was close to you and tried to be your friend and then, you know, ban people for talking about Scarecrow or talking about HM and expect to have an audience remaining. Not how the world works, man. You can't backstab everybody that tried to, like, stay along your side and then expect them to... and then expect your community to not start leaving you. Like, it turns out that being nice goes a long way. Being a good human being kind of goes a long way. Who would have thought, right? Almost like being nice is a pretty key part of living life and actually, you know, having a good time. Oh, nice, Hans. That's crazy. Over video games, kind of wild. Exactly. And that's kind of what I was thinking too. Like, man, that's insane. We have no respawns. Oh, that's a respawn. Oh, this is the one that we didn't kill last time. We only wounded him. That's why. But anyway, I'm done talking about it at this point. You know, I've been over it for years. But yeah, just wanted to fill you in since some people didn't know the situation and were asking about it. Oh, it's tough, Makeshift. It's tough. Oh, you definitely did, Caitlin. There's a couple people that didn't know and were curious, so I was just filling everybody in on that. Oh yeah, Justin. Drake May is incredible this year. He's insane. I am so happy the Pats got him. Starting to look like Drake May was the best choice they could have made in that draft. Thank you, WR. Appreciate that, man. Oh, you think so, Humor Hub? Maybe. You never know. The great one could be here. It could be near. Nice, HT. That's awesome. Also, how are you doing, Caitlin? Forgot to ask. What's the best gun for moose grinding? So the 375 is going to be the best, like, damage and penetration wise. It's the only rifle that can reliably double lung a moose at close to 200 meters. But if you want something that's a little bit faster, the 300 AR is really good for quick follow-up shots. But pretty much any rifle that's within their class range, as long as you get a heart shot, they're going to drop. So it really comes down to, like, what you see being better for, I guess, your skill level and the way you play, you know? What flavor of moose do I need? I need the Sprucey Moosey. Sprucey Moosey is the only one I'm missing. Dude, where's my respawn? Oh my gosh, this zone has had nothing since we started the grind today. Since we shot the first one out of here, nothing has respawned. Crazy, bro. What are you most excited about in the feeder update when it comes out? Probably the feeders, but the moose furs sounds pretty awesome too. Definitely interested to see what they give the moose. And also backpacks being fixed is pretty huge. Are red deer getting a rework? They will, but not in this update. They clarified in the QA the other day that they will be getting a remaster, but it's not going to come with this update. It's going to be in a future update. What's up, Amy? With the red deer rework, will the population be reset? We have no clue. They haven't gave us any info on that because, you know, the update's not even out. What's my little whitetail doing? Also, no respawns again. Fun, bro. Fun. I might need to kill more moose per run. It might need to happen, man. I don't know. There's one right there. It's almost like only half of the respawns come back each run, which is obviously a problem. I almost feel like I need to, I don't know, like shoot a couple of 2s in main zones and add them to my rotation, and then manage down a couple more solos to even it out. I almost feel like I need to do that. Who knows, though? Maybe they're being weird because a great one's trying to spawn or something. We can hope, at least. We can hope that's why they're being weird. But I do think we need to, like, try and find a couple more to shoot. How many kills in are you, Crow? Currently 266. Gotcha, Caitlin. Okay. I might just need to, like, spend more time on each run. Like, maybe take away a claiming tent. This zone almost never has anything, but occasionally it will, so I gotta check it. What's your favorite gun? I would say the 300 AR is my, like, overall favorite gun in the game. I use it for so many different things. It's incredibly powerful and has a crazy fast fire rate. I love it. What would your dream rare be now that you got your mellow red deer? So, since I got the super rare mellow red deer, I would say my dream one now has got to be a leucistic diamond rooster deer with the big rack. Like, it's specifically the big rack. Although I am still missing, like, a big rack diamond mellow red deer. That's something I'd love to get. That's, like, my true dream right there. Smoked. Yeah, they are super pretty. Got 17 diamonds and 10 rares in 9 months. Nice, Johan. Gonna predict your moose is gonna be a spruce typical rack. Oh, that would be beautiful, actually. That would actually go together, like, really well. Like, that set of antlers with that fur would go super well, because isn't the face kind of like a lighter color on the spruce? And that would, you know, match the lighter color of the typical rack antlers. Oh, that would actually be so cool, man. Ooh, big boy 4. That's a big boy 4 right there. Nothing over here except that little baby level 1. He's the only one in a main zone that I refuse to shoot because he's a level 1. What the? Oh my gosh, there was another in that zone? Well, wish I had seen that. I really wish I had seen that before I shot. Are you so unlucky with the respawns? It's just the way my moose grind's set up. I get through the runs too quickly for all the respawns to be back by the time I get to the next run. That's the big problem I'm running into here. I just need to, like, hunt them slower or add a couple more moose into my rotation. Either of those would probably make this a whole lot better. What I really need to do is probably manage down a few more of the solos. That way, I can add a couple of the 2s from, like, good zones back into the rotation. What's up, Braxton? You don't have to spam the same message. You don't got to keep saying the same thing. Give me a few seconds to actually look and respond, you know? Last great one, moose, was over a year ago. Yeah, we haven't really hunted them a lot recently. It is going to be fun to be back hunting the moose. Hey, little buddy. No shaking. You stop that. Bad. Bad moose. Thought for sure that was going to be a hard shot. You know what? We can see that zone right there from right here. I'm almost tempted to shoot him and add him to the rotation. Oh, so that's a solo 3. Gosh, I really don't want to start shooting solos again, because if one turns into a 5 and I can't find it, that's going to suck. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'll figure it out at some point what we're going to do with this grind, because it's pretty clear that I need to find at least one more zone to add to my rotation. But I'm pretty sure I've already found, like, all of my moose. So it would really just be solos needing to be managed down more, I think. I mean, that guy's a 3, but he is a level 2 rack. You know what? I kind of want to roam around a little bit, chat, see if we can find any zones I may have missed. And that'll also give time for all the respawns to come back, so that we can hopefully have, like, a full run where we have a respawn at every single zone. What's up, Clay Drew? How's it going? Thank you for the 26 months as a member. Now imagine that with Red Deer Remaster, new Great One furs, and rack coming for them. I doubt it would be for the Great One, but maybe. I hope the Great One Red Deer gets reworked. Something just tells me that that would be kind of something they would be talking about if it was happening, though. I feel like that would be pretty big news, right? Like, they'd want to hype people up about it. I don't know. I don't see that happening. Even just like a normal model revamp, though, for them is going to be nice, even if it doesn't include the Great One. But who knows? Maybe it includes both. Oh my gosh, are you joking? There's a whitetail 85 to 100 in the zone. Oh my gosh. So I have a straggler right here. I have a straggler whitetail right there. We got to remember that. We got to remember that, man. That's brutal. Okay, so we don't have any moose zones right through here. Not until there. Can moose even be at these little lakes? I don't know if I've ever seen anybody have moose here. Because I don't have whitetail there either. I think it's a dead spot that doesn't get anything. How's your day today? It was pretty good, man. Pretty good. Kind of like slept in a little bit. Relaxed and chilled a bit. Made a YouTube short that'll be going out at 6 o'clock. So just under 3 hours from now. And then I hopped on stream. We're trying, Mythical Raven. We're trying. Yo, what's up, Chaz? How you doing? Just killed my second great one, mule deer. The fur is dusky drift with non-typical rack, if I remember. Ooh, let's go, Noah. That sounds pretty fire, man. That sounds like a pretty fire combo. Oh, that's not fun, Stephanie. That's not fun at all. So far, nothing through this little stretch here. Now, I'm pretty sure... Don't I have moose here? I do have a moose zone here, but I almost never see them whenever I go to check if there's any, like, big ones there. I might need to grab a tent, set it up there, and just reset until we see them pop up. Because that's the only, like, zone I can think of that I've found that might have, like, a big male to shoot. Because I can't remember if I fully managed it down or not. I think it was so unreliable with showing up that I might have just ignored it. Jeez, Hollow Pen. That's pretty lucky for sub 2K. Holy. That's very lucky, actually. You don't have to spam that, cowboy. Please, no spamming. You only need to say it once. You got to give me time to read through all the messages. Oh. Okay, so there's the zone there. That is obviously one we already have, though. So this zone clearly has a male, as we heard. No, I wouldn't say so, Joe. Okay, that's a little baby 3. I must have left it because it was a smaller 3. I left a lot of small 3s as solos because I didn't want to manage them down. What is this zone next to it? Oh, that's the whitetail zone that I've had here for forever. For forever. This area, I remember, was loaded. What do you think about the blonde fur for lions? It's pretty cool. I like it. I'd say outside of albino, it's probably my favorite of the rares for lion. Looks really, really cool. That's the 3 we already saw. There's another one behind him, but can't get a spotting on it. Female there. We might want to go through the middle here. Might be easier to see all the water. What's up, Shiny Bros? How's it going? Been a while, but I'm glad to be back. Let's go, dude. Welcome back. We're kind of looking around the map to see if there's any moose I may have missed, because we're not getting our respawns back reliably enough, which means we're going through the runs way too fast, not giving them time to respawn. So I want to add one more zone into it, but I don't know where another zone is that I can, add to the grind without taking away some of our stacked twos. There's that little 3, but again, he's got the rack of a level 2. That's why he stays alive. There's a 2 there. Honestly, that one's in kind of a good spot. I like that zone, and I don't want to shoot one of our 2s. Oh, it is, Johan? That's pretty wild. It's only 3:22 p.m. here for me. Did I miss a super chat, or was that... Oh, that was the one from Shiny Bros. Okay. Thought I missed one for a second. What are you hoping the next great one is? I'd love for it to be an elk, but who knows? I think an elk would be pretty awesome. That's definitely my, most highly requested one. I just think an elk would be awesome. Oh, yeah, I remember managing down this zone. Few more lakes up here. Oh, really, Chaz? Jeez. Kill count currently 269. Little baby 2. Female. Thanks, Vanessa. I'm glad you like them. If you could add any animal to the game, what would it be? The Pierre David's deer. The Pierre David's deer would be the one I'd add. It's just so cool. It's an awesome little species. Yeah, this is a bunch of 2s here. You know, I just thought of something else. Another one of my big problems with my grind is a lot of my zones are single male zones. Like, it's a herd that only has one male in it. I probably should have been more strategic when I set up this grind, man. I managed down a lot of zones that were probably better zones. Like this one right here that has 3 males in it. This would have been much better to grind with. Having 3 males and 2 females. Yeah, it would have been a whole lot better. I really should have gone about it different, but I just kind of let them fall wherever they wanted to. Oh, actually, never mind. It's a group of 3 with 2 next to it. Never mind. This zone wasn't as good as I was thinking it was. Oh, that'd be crazy. Yeah. Hopefully that's how I say your name. Or is it just eh? Might just be eh. For sure, Chaz, for sure. Especially with the big feeder update coming. That's going to be pretty fire. It's the last one. Gotcha. Okay. I'm glad, because trying to pronounce it yeah would be difficult. Trying to say it like that every time. Oh, man. Is it even possible to get a great one after you've modded a map? I don't know, bro. I don't mess with mods, so I have no clue. You'd have to ask somebody that's done it before. Please do not, like, talk about mods in the chat, though. We try not to give much promotion to that type of stuff. Feeders look awesome, just scared of updates after chumming in the angler. Understandable, yeah. The angler did not do that very good. They did not do it very well. But Call of the Wild, I think it's gonna be much better. From what we've seen in the trailer and like heard in the dev QA, it seems like it's going to be pretty good. Like what they've told us is that there's going to be a 400-meter attraction range on the feeders, and animals that cross paths within that 400 meters will be attracted to it. So I don't think it's going to be the same case as what happened with the angler, where it almost became necessary. I think it's just going to be like a different way to hunt, which I definitely appreciate them kind of taking that route. From what we've heard, it definitely seems like it's going to just be another cool way to hunt and not something that's a necessity to have success. No, it's fine, Elixir. You don't have to keep apologizing. It's fine, man. What do you think my next great one fallow is going to be? I don't know. How about a silver blade rack? Can Moose be here? I don't even remember, man. I don't think they can. I only got blacktail zones there. What was my first great one? It was a whitetail deer off of Rancho. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to find any more. I'll probably do this off stream, like trying to find new zones and figure out what zone to add to the rotation, because it is kind of boring to watch. So we'll check this lake and then we'll get back to our normal rotation. How's the grind been so far? It's been fun. Always been a big fan of the moose grind. We've just had a little bit of issues with respawn reliability, because I have not done the moose grind since they got rid of like the ability to force respawns with main menuing. Ever since they fixed that bug, we haven't been able to like get a good rotation going. I think we do need to take more time on our runs, which means adding in one more zone and taking away a claiming tent. Wait, hear me out. Blacktail, great one. That could be pretty sick. I would definitely not be opposed. What time do whitetail drink? I believe it's 8 to 12. I usually hunt them from 11 to 12, though, because that is the last hour of their drink time, and they're more reliably in zones in the last hour. Hey, little guy. Smoked him. When are you doing a black bear grind? Not sure. We did one not too long ago. We kind of go back to it off and on. I'd love a wolf great one, and maybe for the other wolf species to get a rework. Yeah, that'd be sick. That'd be pretty cool. A great one, Seekadir. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I've always thought the Seekadir are very underrated and deserve to get something like that. Your dream super rare is a Manitoban elk. Dude, the Manitoban elk are sick. I love them. They're pretty. Have you done the upper part of the map? You'll get so much moose. Oh, yeah. I've already managed down most of the upper part. There's just a few... I think I only kept one of the zones up there. But, yeah, I hunted it a bunch when I was managing the map down. Gosh, how long ago was that? Over a year ago, for sure. It's a pretty big 4. Oh my gosh, I hate moose so much when they run. They are the most annoying animal to try and get a follow-up on, dude. Oh my lord. They just dodge and weave like no tomorrow. What gun have you used the most? Or do I like to use the most? Definitely the 300 AR, the monster. But for the moose grind, I'm using the 375 primarily. What about a great one elk? Oh, it's my #1 most wanted one. Specifically Manitoban elk. But I would not be opposed to a Rocky Mountain elk or a Roosevelt elk either. Both would be, all three would be super cool great ones. It's pretty simple, Rogue. You just repeatedly hunt the same areas until you get the trophy that you're after to show up. Like, I've got all my tents set up on drink zones, and we just hunt all the drink zones repeatedly until we get our great one or whatever we're going for. Obviously, that's a super, like, simplified way of explaining it, but you get what I'm saying. At its core, that's all grinding is just repeatedly hunting the same animal in the same zones until you get the trophy you're after. Yeah, for sure, Justin, for sure. They've been kind of popping off. Come on, moosies. What is this? What is this, man? I'm going to main menu and then pop back onto this zone right here and see if that helps. Sometimes that's all you need to do when they won't show up from time resets. Oh gosh, we're going to be spending so much money on time resets. I forgot how rough it is to get moose in their zones sometimes. There we go. The big boy, too. Anybody over here? No. Honestly, this might be a good zone to add in because it's right next to one of my others. I was way too low on that shot. No, I cannot let him live. I have to get him down for the respawn consistency. No! Unbelievable. Yeah, that'd be sick, fishing and hunting outdoors for sure. I'd love to see that. Okay, this area is well past spook distance for an ATV, so I'm going to use it. After we see, did we get a respawn here? Oh my gosh, dude. Yep. Dude, that's a respawn from that 4 that we just shot. Oh my gosh. Also, I just realized there's a female there. Is this an actual, like... Is this an actual zone with a herd? Is this a herd zone? It might be, bro. 233. Ooh, drilled him. Tiny moose there. Oh yeah, he's a little feller. He's so tiny. What's up, Steven? How's it going? How often are you getting diamonds? It's very back and forth with my moose grind. Sometimes I'll get a diamond every 30 kills. Other times I'll get like a diamond every 50 kills. It's a lot more inconsistent than my other grinds. I don't know, Jackson. To be honest, I don't think moose need to be classed up to a class 9. I think they just need to be made less tough. Like, they just take way too much bullet damage. You know, oh my. It's a zone of 3. Oh my gosh, dude. What? This is a new group. Oh my gosh. We could, dude, well, I guess we're adding this zone to our rotation. That's actually good. This is actually literally perfect case scenario. This is incredible. Oh my gosh, dude. I can't believe I didn't realize that this was a herd. And that's a diamond. That's a diamond right there. So yeah, it looks like we're adding this zone into the rotation, which is awesome. And we got a diamond out of it. Love to see it, man. We got this guy right here at 3:38 p.m. on October 10th of 2025. This is the third diamond moose in our 7-day Great One grind. Beautiful. He's a beaut. Flip that and be on our merry way to the next zone. Thank you, Steven. Appreciate that. Can't find your video about the whitetail grind? Look in my herd management guides playlist. It'll be in there. That's probably going to be the easiest way for you to find it. Hello? No bull? Where is he? Where's our respawn for here? What's a good first great one? I mean, whatever great one you like the most. If you want to go for the easiest, though, I would recommend either a Ski Ridge mule deer or Tiabaroa fallow deer. Those are the two easiest ones to get into. Ooh, there he is. Okay. There's our big boy. There's the big fella. Oh no, Travis, that's rough. What's up, Snipe? You didn't miss too much. We just decided to look for another zone, and it turns out we had a zone right next to one of our main zones that I did not know existed. And it was a new one too, because we spotted one of the males out of here and it popped up as a new zone. But yeah, we have another herd of moose here and we just got a diamond out of it as well. So things are going pretty good so far. We got 3 diamonds on the day, which is a lot better than what was happening last time we tried to grind moose. Yeah, it's been fun, Snipe. It's been fun. We have had some issues with respawn reliability, though, which is why we were looking for that new zone. And so now this is going to be our first run with that extra zone added in there. Really hoping that it's going to make things better. We usually have a male here, but I don't see him. So let's do a time reset. Ooh, nice snipe. Sounds awesome. Is Rev good for whitetail? A lot of people really like it. A lot of people would consider it probably the best, but personally, I'm not a huge fan of Revontuli. I feel like there's a lot of bouncer bucks where you'll shoot them in one zone and they respawn in a completely different zone. And there's a lot more water that you have to search than on a map like Leighton Lakes, where you only have to search half the map. On Rev, you got to search, what is it, like 3/4 of the map? So personally, I like Leighton better, but a lot of people do seem to love Revontuli for whitetail grinding. Oof. Those dang moose. They love to stop when you're shooting them. They do, Zachy, but I didn't have nearly as many issues on Leighton as I did on Revontuli. Like, on Revontuli, it seems like they bounce more than anything I've ever seen in my life. It's crazy. I think when I started out that grind for the Great One Before level 60, like more than half the zones I found didn't get buck respawns again. Like they just didn't get any more. And I don't remember that ever happening when I started Leighton. I don't remember it ever being that bad with Leighton. Also, how you been, Zach? You hope you're doing good. They should make fabled furs for red deer. I mean, technically they do have fabled furs. It's just only one fur. But I do agree that they need more of them. Definitely need more. I did one quite a while ago, Rory, and then a couple years ago I did, I think the last video that I've had with a face cam on. I just don't like it. I just don't like streaming with a face cam. It's just one more thing to worry about. I have considered bringing back the hand cam, though. For those of you that have never seen the streams I used to do with the hand cam, basically where I've got the camera on my mouse and keyboard so you can see, like, the actions that I'm doing while playing. Because I always get a lot of questions of like, oh my gosh, how are you so accurate? And so sometimes it's cool to have like the hand cam so you can see like all the movements I make. Maybe one of these days I'll pull that back up. No promises though, but maybe. It'll return at some point. Dude, he's not dead. There's no way. Oh, you disgusting freak of a moose. Ew. He's just now dying. Oh my gosh, I gotta go so far. Oh man. You know, moose are one of those species where I love them so much, but at the same time, I think they're one of the species that makes me the most annoyed when I'm trying to, like, shoot them when they're running. It's a love-hate relationship with the moose. I think it's the best great one in the game. Sometimes I have quite a bit of fun hunting them, too. But other times, they just run away and just don't want to get shot. What would a great one turkey look like? Oh, they could do a bunch of cool stuff with the feathers. They could do cool stuff with like the beards and the spurs as well. I think a great one turkey would actually be probably one of the best like bird great ones they could possibly do. Pheasant was a really good one to get as our first bird, but I do think that a turkey would be a fire great one. Like, could you just imagine getting like a triple bearded, super long, spiky spurred, great one turkey with like some red feathers mixed in, like some red and black feathers or something? Oh my gosh, dude. That would be insane. Hey, what do you know? Still no respawn. Woo! What is up with this zone? What is wrong with this zone, bro? We killed the male here and we have not got a respawn back. Insane. Oh, nice, that cowboy. Again, please don't spam. You type the same message within like 20 seconds of each other. You gotta give me some time to respond, man. The first message hasn't even disappeared off my screen yet. No, it was a joke, Lane. It was a joke. Spawn 4 diamonds during the stream. Let's go, Chase. You have to grind to get a great one? No, you don't have to grind. But obviously, it's going to help you get it faster if you do grind. You can still get them without grinding, but it's not going to be like nearly as likely. Because when you're trying to get a great one without grinding, you're just hoping that one spawns. When you're grinding, you're targeting that species and repeatedly shooting tons of them. And so it's going to show up a lot faster because, you know, casually killing 1,500 whitetail takes a lot longer than killing 1,500 whitetail on a grind. Let's main menu again. They don't want to show up. Nice, Spartan God. Pretty wild, dude. Ooh, nice, Rachel. I don't think I have any, like, teal trophies like that. In fact, yeah, I don't have a single green wing teal trophy. Maybe one of these days we'll have to try and get some. Hi, Whitetail. You guys wanted to come to the party? Also, no respawn. No respawn. I don't know what I expected. Is Yukon Valley good for moose grinding? If you are willing to spend the time managing the map and like finding all the zones and stuff, then yes, it can be quite good, but it takes a long time. Yukon has, I believe, the largest population of moose of any map. I know a few people that have done their grinds on Yukon, and they always seem to love it once they get to that point where, you know, they're deep in the grind and they've got the map managed and all their zones figured out. But it is a grueling process to get to that point. So personally, I don't recommend doing Yukon for moose. A map like Layton is going to be much better. It's going to be much faster to get things managed and stuff like that. And Medved and Rev are also like solid in-between options between Layton and Yukon. I've heard the new map's pretty good. I've heard a Ski Ridge is really good for it. I haven't tried a Ski Ridge moose, but I have heard some pretty good things about it. No respawns in this zone at all today so far. Is Rancho a good place for whitetail grinding? It's not the best and it's not the worst. Like, it's just kind of middle of the road. It's not bad though. It's all right. It's probably the third or fourth best. Dude, what is going on? I claimed that guy, right? Yeah. What is up with these moose not showing up to their zones? To be honest, that's the most moose thing I've ever seen in my life. Now that I think about it. And no respawn. Oh my lord, dude. What is this? This is just cruel. This is just cruel. I am definitely going to have to try and figure out what I need to do here. Also, we're going to obviously not shoot this because there's only 2 remaining in the zone, so we can't shoot him. Or else that zone's going to be gone. Nice, Spartan. Oh, hey. We got one in this zone. I'm starting to think that this is kind of just going to be how our moose are. We only get half the respawns back after each run. I think we need to remove another claiming tent. I think we're getting through these runs way too quickly, guys. Still, even with that extra zone added, I think we're still getting through the runs way too quick. We could find another zone like we just did. That would be ideal. But if we can't, we're just going to have to go kill a 2 from one of the other zones, I bet. No respawn there either. Oh, hey. Here's a little fellow. Let's get them out into the open more. Oh, yeah, I would love to see beavers on other maps. 100%. There's our whitetail. Hanging out. They wanted to come to the moose party, I guess. Holy. Why are my fallow deer not respawning where they should be? There's a lot of different answers to that question, man. There's a lot of possible reasons. One could just be that they bounced to a different zone. Number 2 could potentially be that you didn't give them enough time to respawn, which is what's happening to me right now with moose. I'm getting through the runs too quickly, so not all of them are coming back. The longer I wait, the more reliable they'll be with that. So that's something that could be happening. You know what? Okay. Nice. What level is the diamond red deer? Level 9. Level 9 would be the diamond level. Wait a second. I just remembered something. Right, I have a moose zone here. Oh my gosh, I might need to go check that. I don't remember if it was big males there or just little guys. Oh my gosh, that's a zone we have to check. We gotta do it, chat. We gotta go check it out. I forgot that that was a thing. Okay, just in case it's a good zone, I'm gonna grab a tent from somewhere. Where do I want to take the tent? Probably here. I don't need a claiming tent here because this is a zone that never gets anything anyways. It's very rare that we get a respawn at this particular zone. Bye, little guys. Case in point. Just females there. Oh no, wrong color of tent. I don't know, Johan. I mean, maybe. I think they'd fit on it. Beavers could honestly go on a lot of the maps. They're pretty widespread. All right. We got a long ways to go. They need to be on Leighton? I agree. Leighton is the biggest no-brainer to me. That's the one that is a necessity. We gotta get the beeves on here. Where are we going? To a moose zone that I don't remember if we had big males to shoot or if they were little guys. Because I remember we found the zone a long time ago, and I've never hunted it. Like, we found it when I wasn't doing the moose grind. I think we found it during our whitetail grind or something, and I've never actually gone here during the moose grind, so I can't remember, like, if we saw what was there or if we just grabbed the zone. All right, we're at 500 meters, so let's hop off. That's awesome, Gage. Love to see it, man. I think beaver should go on Mississippi. Ooh, that'd be cool. Some food for the crocodiles. Or gators. I guess it's gators over there. Nice, Camel. That's awesome. Congrats, dude. They're very confined to a specific area, Rory. One of the reasons Tiabro is the best fallow deer map. They're like super confined to one section of the map. They're only on the right side, like the right third or right quarter of the map. It's pretty OP. Okay, there's a 3 there for sure. Is it just a solo? Okay, it looks like it's a solo 3. So definitely not a zone that we can add to our grind. We might want to check this lake, though. I know it used to get occasional stragglers. It actually used to be a zone that we used a lot. I might just add it back in for the sole reason of getting like more into our rotation here. To hopefully get some more consistency. What's happening for Thanksgiving? Usually I just go over to my mom's place and we have Thanksgiving there. And recently, like the last few years, you know, after my wife's family moved here, we've been having Thanksgiving with her mom on one day, and then we go over to my mom's on another day. So we do like a double Thanksgiving. How many zones? I have like 110 last time I counted, but I definitely found a few more after I had counted 110. So I'd say I probably have between 115 and 120 moose zones on Layton. Believe it or not, that's actually low in comparison to other maps. Other maps, like, you might find 150 to 200 zones per moose, which is insane. They are a species that has so many zones. An unhealthy amount of zones. Oh. Hey. And turkey tracks. Interesting. Very, very interesting. There's the solo moose tracks. Solo moose, though. Yeah, I can't remember how many I've got, Dane. I think I've got like, I don't know, 37 fallow zones on Tiabaroa. It fluctuates a good bit, though, depending on where your solos go. Like, if a bunch of solos bunch up into one zone, you're going to have less zones on the map than if all of those solos, like, went to a different spot and created their own zones. That's probably the biggest factor with whitetail zones. Or not whitetail, but fallow deer zones. Is where those solos decide to go. Yeah, no problem, Rory. How many zones is crazy? Had a bad time finding my mule deer zones on a ski, and I think I still haven't found them all because over 200 kills with 0 diamonds, 0 rares ain't it. Yeah, I don't even know how many zones there is for mule deer on a ski because I don't really count zones with species that have solos. Oh my gosh, hi. Speaking of a solo, that's a solo moose that is kind of a thick male. He's mediocre, but still, he's big enough to where I probably should shoot him. I think I just need to manage down more of the map so that I can start using some of the herds again. I think we might have to. Yeah, all these are still little guys. I think maybe I just have more solos on the map that need to be managed down than I originally thought. I mean, we've seen a lot of them today, chat. We have seen a lot of them. A lot more than I thought I had, to be completely honest. Anyway, guys, I think we'll probably end the stream here. I appreciate you all stopping in. I'm going to spend some time off stream just looking around, trying to find new zones, seeing if I missed any. And maybe trying to stack up some diamonds in main zones. Oh, what the heck? Oh, wait, that's the... Okay, that's the other one. Never mind. He looked bigger for a second. This is the guy that we need to shoot. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. I appreciate you dropping in. This was a fun start to the 7-day grind. It's good to be back with Moose, even if they're dodging and weaving drives me crazy sometimes. I'll see y'all in the next one. Thank you for being here. Peace, peace.